Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. We were all tad weird and we get a bit woo woo, okay? We are going to be doing the week ahead tarot reading. So if you want to stick around and see if any of it's for you, welcome. If not, have a fabulous day. I do want to remind you that you are a sovereign being, okay? That means you get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. So whatever you do, don't Cinderella shit to make it fit. Fabulous. Sorry. I started to get a headache literally in the last 2 minutes. And I was like, ooh, please don't, please don't, please don't. So I'm going to take something really quick. In the off chance. But that's probably saying something. It's like a little, right around the third eye, right around the eye socket, like it's like tension and, ugh. Anyways, I was getting little bits and pieces. Didn't really, nothing that felt substantial to like as a message, but there was one statement that was said, that was downloaded, that was the reality of the week ahead. And I was like, okay. Now, part of, it is snowing galore here. As in, we all had to prepare because we have snow, then ice, then snow, and people are like, you ain't getting out for days. We've had these kinds of events before, where the ice, like let's say it's a power line, it just covers the entire thing. I just had to close the blinds just a tad because the glare off of the snow is wow. And that's might be part of the issue. I wonder if somebody's getting a headache because you're shining so bright. Just saying. Maybe not. Maybe not. But other than the reality of the week ahead, I was just kind of like, okay, what does that mean? I'm hoping that we're always giving messages, spirit, of the reality of the week ahead. So, but I didn't really get much beyond that when they gave that. So I don't know, but it felt pertinent to say. So we're going to go ahead and dig in. Let me see here. Where are we going to start? Wow, they want to start with Kipper. I don't ever, it's rare when I start with this type of an oracle deck. My heater is loud as shit, can I just say? All right, Spirit, why did you want to start with this for the week ahead? Expectations. Community is like your social circle, your inner circle, people you associate with, those within your environment, where you're located. It could be about your neighborhood, your community. There's something about the people within your community. There's something about people here. I'm just going to say there's something about people. Message of concern can be like, it's either a delay or it's just really information you'd rather not, like unpleasant. Like you're like, oh, man, you know, kind of thing. It doesn't have to be like, it's not necessarily tower moment. But it can be either information, gained or shared that may not be exactly what you want, or it's just not something that brings you know, like, it's not exactly exciting or anything. But it doesn't, here's the thing, it doesn't necessarily mean it's something that negatively impacts you. So let's think about this. You could hear some bad news, or not even bad news, but some unpleasant news about somebody within your social circle, within your chosen family, your soul, whatever it is, okay? You could be getting, we're jumping right into this. Someone here might be getting some kind of information in regards to where you live, like if you rent and you find out that something, like a new landlord bought it out, and it's kind of like, oh, we're going to be making some changes, and you're like, oh, you know, maybe there's something that's happening. Maybe something happens within your community, your neighborhood, that you're like, oh, that's it. No, I'm done. Absolutely not. Like, maybe it's something that's concerning to you, like some kind of event. And because the fact that house comes out with this, and in each of these, it's the female, the feminine that is being portrayed. Something unexpected, for sure, in regards to your home environment, or the people that are close to you, because house in this deck also talks about family members, people that are close to you, things like that. What is the somebody might get news that they have to move. You might receive something. Okay. Why are you bringing this up? Main female. False person. House, despair. Who is this false person? Is this, my question, I'm trying to figure out if this is for you, like this is something that you're receiving, or if this is something about somebody in your circle. And it's not very clear to me, and they're not necessarily telling me. There is some kind of difficulty or problems in regards to either a home environment or some sense of like where you belong. These two coming, like this one coming out multiple times, like this could be something like a problem about your lease. If I have this, and like, I'm just like, is this eviction papers? Like, what is this? Who is this about? Thief. Oh my gosh, on the bottom there's good fortune. False person may have done something like untoward in regards to, again, somebody within your circle, because the house card can also be about the people that are closest to you. Familial. I mean, if we're going to go for low-hanging fruit, like maybe you were owed, like honest to God, maybe you were owed some kind of money from family for something and it got stolen. and it's caused issues. There's some kind of like legalities here. Who's the false person, please? Can we please get something? I might pull from Lenormand. Who's the false person? Okay. He said take it. Somebody that's not been doing so well. There's somebody that's not been doing so well. They may be in bad health, or they may start to come to bad health. Yeah, this is a person in your environment. You may be receiving some unpleasant news in regards to either a family member or somebody that you consider to be like chosen family. This person may, even if they're not ill, they may have caused a lot of grief for you, a lot of anxiety, because bad health is kind of like the stress leading to like physiological issues. Like, and I had the tension headache before. I had the like, it's not here right now. It's gone. There ain't no medicine that works that fast. Okay, I only took like one pill, but you know. So there's somebody that's in your inner circle or family that has kind of caused problems for you some way. We're going to explore this, because this can either be agreements, legal documents, contracts. I was like maybe they've gotten in the way of money. Great value still, great fortune value. Why did I say great value? That's a grocery store. They're within your social, so this might be somebody you consider close or family, and they have, I heard, oh my God, I heard cock-blocked. So, and oh, sorry guys, in my world, we use that for all kinds of different things, not just, like, I'm older school. I know some of the newer ones don't like kinds of terminology like that, but honestly, if you align with me, that doesn't bother you. I'm just going to tell you. Either they've caused stress and caused you to miss opportunities as a result. It's like, I don't know, why do you keep them around? Like, what is this adjudication in courthouse? Okay, okay. There's some kind of incoming message that's, oh, something that has meant, this is a delay. Something that was supposed to come through for you before, or being told to you. Somebody in your circle may not have told you some shit. Alrighty, thank you. Somebody in your family or associates, your circle, your social network, has literally withheld information that has cock-blocked or prevented you from maybe an opportunity or something, or it's like the missing information would have been beneficial. Because I feel like it created delays, because also message of concern is the delays, right? But thief card is kind of like missed opportunity, or like wasted time, you know, because he's still in the stopwatch, and it's kind of like delayed things for you, like they distracted you. So there may have been somebody. This could even be an ex, guys. Blech. Sorry, I did that without thinking. I said bleh. Because I'm thinking of like somebody that may have been in your inner circle, and they created some issues for you. And it stopped a message from coming through that was meant to come through. Tell me, what about the adjudication? I'm real confused about that one. Okay, because when I tell you, I think the thing is, this person caused you headaches, okay? Has caused you headaches. Has created stress for you before. But most importantly, I feel like their last hurrah, or their last bullshit that they pulled, the after effects of that created headaches for you. There's something that somebody has done that, or withheld, that could have, I hear, saved you from the last at least 2 years. from the headache of the last 2 years. Okay. Okay, now's the time for them. What is adjudication, please? Man, because in the beginning I was reading it, but it seemed, you know, honestly, I was kind of getting it, but not getting it. It's like, this is something you may be, like, if you find out, you're not all that surprised. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, but then again, you had no clue about, if that makes sense. Like, it's not some kind of shocker. Whatever they did or didn't do. That's unfortunate. People are pretty fucked up, I'm just going to tell you. All right, tell me about adjudication. Because adjudication is kind of like decision. Oh, it's like they circumvented and made some kind of decision for you instead of giving you the information so you could make it for yourself. Oh my God. For some of you, this may go beyond just 2 years, but I feel like the headaches were happening in the last 2 years, and it's like those you could have. Oh my God. Could you imagine someone not giving you vital information that would have prevented you from having years worth of stress? This could be anything from like an ex who, if they had talked to you and told you something a long time ago, it would have saved you time, wasted time, stress. Had they just told you that? It could be somebody circumventing, like, let's say you got a call, and people were looking for you to do an interview for something, and it would have been like the perfect fit for a job, the perfect whatever. And they took it upon themselves to not tell you, so you never reached back out, and you missed something that could have been sustaining you for the last 3 years. And you have been in financial, because it says not hiring, ruin as a result. And it's kind of like, I could have had this all along. Oh my God, I would rip somebody a new. Oh my God, the level of fury I would have. This could be, I swear to God, a friend where like somebody goes, hey, can I get their number? Tell me all about them, blah, blah, blah. And they, oh, I don't really think you should, because, you know, I really think, like, they just need some time alone. They're working on themselves, like, not their motherfucking, like, they don't get to choose that for you, right? And this person has liked you, or, you know, and it's almost like, and you have felt really alone and really isolated, and it's like, to have, like, even if life throws hardships your way, something really great could have come from that connection, and they chose to keep it from you and like block it somehow. This could be, you were supposed to get some type of inheritance and somebody just doesn't tell you. Like, either they don't think that you deserve it, or it's unfair that you get it, and it's like, so they just don't tell you. And I think there's something where, like, I could have sworn, like, if there's like beneficiaries, and it's like there's the first, second, and if like a bit, like, sometimes depending on the thing, like if the first beneficiary doesn't come forward to claim within like so many years, if there's a secondary beneficiary, then they, like, I don't know, there's something there where like others may be able to claim. I can't remember what the rule is. But yeah, so like there's something here where somebody, oh my God, somebody, so no, it's not about an eviction. This really is about somebody within your circle. Yep. And something they did, they took it upon themselves to place you in this kind of energy, this despair, feeling removed from something, and it stalled you. If you thought there's no way, like honest to goodness gracious, sometimes we can tell there's no good reason why something hasn't moved forward in my life, why things are the way that they are, even given all of these the external environments and all the shit you could think of. Like, something spiritually feels off. Like, this is not how it's supposed to be. Like, in my gut, this is not how it's supposed to be. That's because this person did something that delayed, withheld something from you and placed you in such a stressful position that you were deprived of making some kind of decision on your own in regards to maybe a contract or some kind of like her destiny, because these right here are all about, you know, it's like the scrolls. It reminds me of the scrolls, and when they're tied up with the red string of fate, or the red thread of fate, it's kind of like they took it upon themselves to circumvent something. Okay. They took the decision away from you. So something that you should have had access to previously was delayed. That's why the message with the message. Okay. So this is, I mean, this could be, but because this is so, I guess message of concern is how they felt. Like, that's, I told you, information you would rather not hear. Somebody didn't like this. Well, bitch, what's happened? Okay. Tell me about this. They wanted to stop you from having a new beginning and getting some kind of attention and getting some kind of a wish, some type of elevation. You got to be shitting me. I really want to throw punch people like that, but I don't. They did everything they could to stand in the way. This is success in business. This is also moving forward. This is freedom. It's movement. It is forward movement. It is moving to new shores. For some of you, they're really bringing me to the idea that this person's older than you. Okay? Yeah, this person's older than you. Mama Bear is, she don't play, right? But the bear in of itself is this aggressive nature, this I'm taking control. They didn't want this for you. They didn't want, because this is a very positive card. Like, there was a positive forward movement into fresh, beautiful waters, and they did not want this. Alrighty. So there was no fluffernutter for the reading this week. That's where the reality of the week ahead. Well, the reality is some shit's about to go. Is it about to go down? That's my question, Spirit. Is it about to go down? Because what the fuck? Why is this being brought to our attention? Okay. Madame Endor's fortune telling deck. Well. in some form or fashion, this information would have been, this thing would have, that was withheld from you, would have helped you move forward. Without it, you were stuck. Guided through darkness, you're destined to succeed. Passion and romance, strength and wisdom. You definitely had to work through some despair as a result. I'm getting very deep-seated emotions and wounds. Having to navigate that and do some shadow work, healing. This is like an amulet that has protection, and so it's like one way or the other, this is getting to you. Spirit says you're gonna succeed in it. This is like they can only do this for so long. This information is gonna come out. This is what I'm curious about right here. Cause I gotta be honest with you, I am not feeling passion and romance necessarily for everybody. Like that, like, let me rephrase that. I don't think it's something where someone withheld information about a person or connection, or like when somebody was trying to get close to you, like somebody didn't, although they did say cock block. But that, I don't feel solely that. But there may be a level of, I gotta be honest with you, whatever you went through because you couldn't move forward because something was withheld from you, closed off your heart, closed off any kind of prospects. You may have been in some type of hermit mode. And so when this is revealed, maybe there's some sense of, when this information does come to you, it opens you back up to all the possibilities, right? And if nothing else, you are definitely coming out of this with some strength and wisdom, but I don't think that that's not like, there's no solace in that, in my opinion. Because it really feels like unnecessary wounds and pain that you had to endure. And I get it, life isn't fair. And it's not like Spirit's going to pave your path to be completely, utterly golden, because what would be the fucking point then? Why don't you just stay in the etheric? Why even come to this existence? You're meant to have a human experience. And so they're not going to like, but this feels very unnecessary. Okay, so we're gonna do the Fallen Angel Oracle. It literally says new chapter. It caught my eye how to say it. Tell us about this, whatever this was that was withheld and didn't reach the person. What was withheld from this individual? What was danger of loss, persuasion, and recuperation? Yeah, persuasion's really giving me that they had some kind of influence on this. And there was a loss that you endured that you were unaware of, by the way, that you're about to recuperate. Okay. Yeah, honesty. Some truth is about to come out. Look at this, caution. But this is like a cross. A cross that wasn't yours to bear. A burden that wasn't yours to carry. And that was almost immovable. Because see how it's firmly, it's like, it's a statue. It's firmly planted into the rock. And so it's almost like you couldn't move this. And all you could do was be vigilant. Take care of yourself in this process. And avoid danger. I'm about to pull a bunch of cards from this deck. I haven't, well, once in a while we get a lot of cards, but not this many. They don't have me go back. Like, part of your isolation was to prevent you from danger, because whatever path you could have gone, or whatever was going to happen before, would have prevented you from encountering certain types of danger. We do have upheaval. Yeah, some shit's about to go down. Things are going to come to, the truth's coming out. And it's like, the upheaval is, not only does it change the dynamics of certain relationships, it brings clarity on the past 2 to 3 years, and it creates some kind of revolution within your life. Very quick. We've been talking about this, guys. It says change, but there's also travel. And earlier I kept getting this, remember I saw the change card and I was like, oh, is it you moving? That's why I was thinking eviction, between the court cards and then that. And so it's going to cause you to move. You're going to have this change, this revolution within your life because of this finally coming to light. It's almost as if it brings this back around. This could be, again, if it were, it brings passion back into life. Because you get to finally move, you get to move forward. But oh, they're singing that song again. Me and the devil. Walking side by side. People think that that means that someone's aligned with evil. People don't fuck. You ever heard of, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil? It's like you've made friends with your demons. Like the demons respect you. Like the devil himself respects you. You walk amongst everything unscathed because you went through it and came back out. And so now you are feared. It's kind of like that energy. It's like, which is I think the reason why we have this strength and wisdom. You're meant to have passion back in your life in every way. You're meant to experience romance. And it's like the level of, I sometimes get triggered by the word resilience. I'm like, oh, people shouldn't have to be resilient, but whatever. That's what I feel like that is. That is, it's almost like this is going to ensure your success for certain. Tell me about the change in travel. Change in travel. All right, we're going to do Sun Night Tarot. Tell me about the change in travel. Okay. So something is, and then we'll see about this week. Change in travel. Look at. There's, okay, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. It's the opportunity the Queen has been waiting for. It is the initiation of this trajectory. Queen of Pentacles always represents the person that's holding it down, that has the capacity and the wherewithal to do it all within them. And then something beginning. We have the moon coming over here again. We'll get back to that. I love this, that the Hermit came out in reverse. Four of Wands. Yeah, there's some kind of union happening. There's some kind of coming together. This reminds me of the upside down world. I did a reading where it was like I kept talking about Stranger Things, and I was like, somebody's been in the upside down world. It all looked like your world, and you're like, why is it so like? And it's like you had to stop, and you're looking around, you're realizing, and it's like you get back to your correct or real reality, because they mirrored each other so much. And that's the same, that's true in Stranger Things, you know, like, it's definitely a milestone in your life where you come out of hermit mode and it's like the path is clear. Okay, what exactly is going to happen as a result? Like, what happens this week? Let's put some of this stuff back up. Okay, so we got, like, it's, I mean, kinda-ish, but they haven't really said this message, the truth is being revealed this week. Like, it's like, although that's what they're indicating, it's kind of like, how does this go down this week? Let's ask that. How does this go down this week? I'm going to put this over here. How does this go down this week? How does this go down this week? And fuck, I really want to know who this MFer is. They want me to go back to Lenormand first. Okay, how does this transpire this week? How is this transpiring this week? That's like busybody energy in my opinion. This is, to me, it feels like gossip or like putting their noses where they don't belong, getting into shit that they don't belong, creating a bit of a mess, that kind of thing. Talking. Okay. It gets back to you somehow. Now, a fox can be. It says slick motherfucker is what I just. I was gonna say. Be like, fox can be family, and it still may be somebody in your family or chosen family. Slick motherfucker. Somebody thinks they're slick. Okay, so clarify the mice for me. I don't think that clarifies the mice. Clarify the mice. Yeah, I'll get to that. Clarify the mice for me. And lilies, sometimes some people associate with death. But it's also purity, truth, honesty. Who's the... Well, obviously the fox is the bear. We fucking... I want to know about what... How... I want to know... No, I'm not satisfied with... What do you... What's the... Okay, so I'm going to pull Archangel Tarot to answer the question about who these fuckers are, okay? What is the message that comes in? Whatever was stopped from coming to you comes to you. And allows your forward movement. Whatever was stopped or prevented from coming to you comes to you. It is some kind of a commitment. It's either a person, like a job, or some type of offer, some type of agreement. Somebody wanted to initiate something with you. It's something that would have benefited you. Yep. Something to that effect. This is also about contracts, which could be legal documents. I don't know why you're coming out. I'm going to put you over here until I fucking figure it out. Huh. Tell me why I don't get love off of this. I mean, solely love. Let me just put it that way. I'm trying to... Oh, okay. It's because it's something you would have loved. You would have loved this. Tell me about the ship. I'll get to you. Oh, you get to, this is going your own way, right? Tower can be about like a singular energy, being lifted above difficulty, lifted above confusion, above the clouds, seeing things completely clearly. It gives off for me an energy of independence, but there is a lifting out of difficulty because we got that Six of Spades. But like it reminds me a bit, has a tinge of Nine of Pentacles to it, right? That solitary, doing it on their own kind of like energy. This could be self-employment. So something that you've been doing or trying to do on your own, and that taking off, that's the path that grows. So something could have prevented that. It's like, it just stopped you from moving on your path. Oh. All right, I want to know about, let's pull the other deck. I want to know about the mice. Tell me about the mice, and we'll get to this fucker in a second. I mean, this person caused problems for you. Why do I feel like they, okay, first off, they want to feel like they're doing better than you. Or that you don't need to be doing well without them. Like if you're doing good in an area that they're not. Or if you're doing well means either they don't have access to you or that they won't do as well because you won't be there. So this is definitely giving the energy of again, false person, not really a good person to have in your circle. Not really a good person that thinks of you and wants to truly cheer you on and move you forward. And okay, I need to know the mice card because it feels like chatter. It feels like a busybody. It feels like somebody interfering. Okay. So they're showing me the mice. If you ever had mice, get into your fucking kitchen. And how they can just go and like on everything. And they don't, the thing that I learned when I had mice, I was like, you got to, it was a little family of mice. And these little fuckers would only come out, obviously at night. They'd make a mess. They would make a mess of things, but they never like demolished anything completely. Right? They'd bite into, like, because we had some of our foods on these little spindles in these cabinets towards the ground. And so they would go in there and, like, bite through the bag of rice, but then not eat the rice. And so the rice was spilling everywhere. They would rip the labels off of the canned foods. They would make a fucking mess and not even actually eat on anything real, and then leave little turds. They make a fucking mess because they you have to throw shit out because of it. You're like, oh my God, you got to clean it up. Like, you had to clean up the mess this person fucking made in your life. And they wouldn't think that they did that. There's definitely something here as far as like the Eight of Pentacles is that forward movement. It is something that you had planted seeds for, something that you were wanting, desiring, cultivating, and working towards in life. It could be anything, love, moving, school, job, like all kinds of stuff, right? Like that's, but it's something that they stopped your forward progress and stalled you. Because the Four of Pentacles is that stalemate, that hesitancy, that, oh, I can't move anywhere, because it's caught between being frivolous or like putting energy in versus not putting energy in. It's just a very like impasse type of energy. So they made a mess of things for you, but I don't think they understand to what degree their ego caused you to have heartache. Because this is you. This is the Queen of Swords. But there's also this clarity that you're going to receive. I don't know why I feel like you kind of know this about this person, but whatever this is, you had no idea about, and it's almost like I should have known that they would be capable of it, but I can't believe they did that. That's what I'm getting. I can't believe they did that shit. It almost feels like they can twist something to be like, well, I just, and because it's not like they fabricated a bold face. Well, I mean, they may have, because this motherfucker, he's a liar. He can be a liar. They most certainly weren't friend or family to you, though. They didn't even come to you about this. They didn't even utter a thing to you. Queen of Swords is getting rid of that. Like, that's why, like, mice, it's not, we set traps for them. We fucking get rid of them because it's like they make a fucking mess of everything. They can bring disease that, not always, right? But they can. And so it's one of those things where it's just like, it's not healthy to have them in your home. And there's something about this person, it's not healthy to have them in your circle, even close to you. And so there's a clearing away of this. They created confusion and apathy, discontentment. They missing an opportunity. I fucking told you they caused you to miss an opportunity. Because you didn't even realize it was there. You didn't even fucking realize it was there. Thank you. And when you find this out, they should not remain in your life. Because that's where the Moon card comes in. There was something within their subconscious creating this dynamic for who the fuck do they think they are to make these kind of decisions on your behalf? Like, they just know you better, and they get to play God in your life to not, you know what I mean? And I know sometimes, I know that there's best friends who are like, oh, I know my friend, right? And da-da-da. But this was like, they're making judgment calls. That's where they're making judgment calls for you. Because they don't think you're capable. Or they don't want you to. Or it's not what you would have chosen. And there's something about that they don't like. I don't know what it is about you getting this. Like, it's, so, some people, it's so ingrained that they just think that they're the wisest thing. And I was just trying to help you out. And it's like, no, really, actually what it is you always like to be in a better position. So like, if they're not in a relationship and they're having difficulty in their life, they're not going to sit there and like, connect you with somebody that they're like, no, I'm the one that deserves someone like that. And it's like a feeling instead of a thought. You know what I mean? Like they're driven by this feeling, this subconscious, this undercover kind of like energy. And it's kind of like, it's that friend that as long as they're doing better, or that family member, as long as, as long as whatever you do doesn't interfere with how you benefit me or my level of influence on you, or me getting something out of the situation, but if something presents like it elevates you, like, why does this person not want you to elevate? Let's talk about this. Why'd you bring this out, Spirit? Like, I was like, okay. Like, I mean, we know about it. We know there's been burdens and stuff like that. Maybe it's that this person is a burden. Maybe, because since you said, you need to get rid of them. There's taking the sensible approach and dealing with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Sometimes your kindness, I feel like when you find this information out, like, they're going to expect you to be forgiving of them and be like, oh, I did, kind of thing. I bet they try to play it off like, well, you're in a better place now. Maybe that's where that strength and wisdom is. Like, you're in a better place now for this. And so I just don't think you were, it's like, who the fuck do you think you are playing God in my life? You don't need people like that in your life, I'm just going to tell you. If they really felt like we're concerned for you and think, they would have had a conversation with like, girl, we need to talk, because I don't know. Like, but what about this? And what about, And I was like, are you sure? Because I'll support you either way, but like, like, they would have had a conversation with you if they gave two shits about what you thought. Or about you. Fuck it. About you. What is this, the cross? What is it representing? They don't like, because they know you can do things, because they know you're capable of a lot and that you do well and that you manage everything. They know that you're creative and warm and thoughtful and that you're so capable. They fucking knew you were capable. It was like a projection, because it's like, it's jealousy. It's like, well, I am, so how come I don't have something like this happening, And it's like, they may not say it like that in their head, but it's like that uneasy feeling that's driving them that doesn't necessarily have thoughts. It has something to do with that. Again. And they would have lost you. It's like, either they think you would have elevated and like left them behind, or you being this good, you being in this energy somehow made them sad. Or if you went off and had your manifestations, it would have left them burdened. You lighten a burden for them somehow. This is some shit. This is bullshit. It's like they just don't want to go it alone. Either they feel better about themselves when you're not doing so well and you're around. Maybe because you're so thoughtful and warm and all kinds, like you really feed into their ego, or they feel loved. And so it's like, but if your attention goes somewhere else where it's like, Jesus, But it caused... In the beginning, I was like, remember the light? I was like, somebody doesn't like how bright you shine your light. Oh, this is disgusting. And I hope that how is this going to come out? How is this going to be revealed? Fuck this person. How is this going to be revealed? Please tell me how this is going to be revealed. Oh, I might need to get the kipper out again. We're going to get a couple from here. My elbow is itching for some reason. We do have like-minded individuals and people. So this person may have said stuff when they stepped in the way of something. This flipped first. Wow. Something comes together. This is like a union of some sorts. Something comes together. In regard to, because this card talks about things not turning out the way you'd hoped. But that's what I want. I want, okay, that the Kipper will give us specifics of how this gets to you. How does this come to be revealed to you is what I want to know this week. It says time to move in a new direction. This week you get the chance to decide, make the decision that they took away from you. You get to decide to take a leap of faith. Unexpected opportunities. So that's, okay, yeah. We had that in the beginning with the Kipper, and it was like something very unexpected. Okay, I remember doing, all right, let's talk about this. How does this come to them? How does this come to them this week? Clarify in prison. Some very sudden developments. Look at this little mouse. Do they not look, fucking mouse, do they not look at you like, oh my God? They may know the difficulties you face in life right now. This may be, again, this is somebody that needs to be removed. Even if they're on the outskirts of your circle, they're still there and they still get to witness and see. Look at how pitiful. Look at you. And here you are all stuck, imprisoned in something. And it's like, they're free. They can come and go. And they're watching you and it's like, oh, look at how they fucking enjoy just how stuck you are. Something new comes in. It's like it's the key to unlock this. Either some financial, yeah, you can expect your money to increase somehow. That's what that is. High honor is like recognition, acknowledgement, but it's also an elevation in status. Okay, so let's talk about this. There's some kind of like really beneficial good luck. I'm gonna put this back. Look at that shit. That pisses me off. People are fucking, they're assholes sometimes. I'm just gonna tell you. Mature man. The older person might be a mature man that has made some very bad decisions, because this is the decision card, the judgment card out of here. And it's like created a lot of issues for them. So a lot of their decisions have created a lot of problems. So the mouse might be masculine. That motherfucker came back out again. Again, if it has something to do with like some kind of inheritance or some kind of something that should have come to you and somebody circumvented it because it's like they felt like they knew better, that they, you know what I mean? They may have omitted something so that you didn't get it. So, mature man could be somebody that you knew that had passed, or I don't know who these are, but this is getting the fuck away from them too. So if you have exes, you're going to be getting away from these exes. Tell me about the high honor. Tell me about high honor. The delayed message, the delay that has occurred. High honor is bitch, there is like, there's all, I told you this, whoever this is older than you, whether it's a lot or a little. Shit shows all over the place, y'all. Let's just say, I feel like you meet with someone, and this person's not gonna like, this is not news to their ears. That you may either make a connection with someone that's gonna, like, there may be a person that brings this information to you. There's somebody with status, they said, okay, so maybe their position or their role or something to that effect. But this is also like getting information that's like, they're not gonna want to hear about, because courtship is like meetings and coming together. It's like, it's getting the coffee. Can we get very specific though? Expect, what is this? Get more specific about the high honor. Is it just an elevation in status? Is this some kind of recognition? Again, it is a coming together. So whatever somebody circumvented for some of you is absolutely a cock block, okay? In its truest sense of the form, wording, meaning, whatever the fuck. Others, it's the opportunity. Like if there was a person asking about you, if there was a phone call, it makes its way back to you. It feels like there's no more something that can circumvent it. Like it comes right back to you. Because this is coming together. Very unexpectedly. And it very well could be a job. I don't feel that for everybody. Let's keep, okay, so keep going. Could be a dream job for somebody with these two next to each other. So that could be the elevation of status. I know this can, like, again, I know it can play out in a million different ways, but it's like it comes back to you. I just want to flick that little mouse. I gotta be honest with you. Okay, so it shows up. You can expect this to come in. So basically a truth is like something that you weren't aware of, but it's not so shocking when you find out that somebody within your social circle that you need to fucking cut off permanently. You need to remove them so that they can't ever do this again. Like I don't care what degree of I love you they think that they have, they really don't. Because this is not I love you behavior, okay? And somehow they caused you to miss an opportunity and kept that information from you. Felt like they were in the right and in the position to do such, and felt very emboldened and this is a very self-righteous, like they would, again, when they find out, they would try to, well, cause this, they're gonna come up with some bullshit. And you can tell it's bullshit because it's like somehow it depicts them as being the kind-hearted, for your best good type of bullshit, okay? Or they play dumb, like, oh my God, I wouldn't. It's like bullshit. You did. You get this information. They cockblock you, and it's like, and it comes to you directly. This information is going to come to you directly. And this is somebody who has still been around despite you having difficulty, and like either because they were in misery to a certain degree, and so misery loves company. But I don't feel like that's the case necessarily anymore. But they didn't want to let you go. Again, this could have been an ex who withheld information from you, because it would have, you would have moved on, and it's like, and they couldn't fathom the idea that you would do better than them. This family member, but Spirit is bringing something back in, and so it's re-giving you the opportunity to answer the call, to say yes, for you to make the decision and not somebody else, so that you can take the leap of faith if you want to. And yes, it is an unexpected opportunity. Unexpected. That brings elevation in your life. So that's what's happening this week. All right. I've got to be something, because Jesus. All right, hold on. All right, let's see what it says. Okay, let's see what this says. It stands for your roots, where you come from, both literally and figuratively. Your spiritual and professional background, your immediate environment, See, this can talk about it. It can very much so talk about where you're going to be. This may be an opportunity to move. Like, all of this impacts where you live, because if we see the change card, which we did, family oriented. Inflexible, with a general dislike of surprises, because it's very fixed, very stable, very secure, very unmovable, right? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Oh. Yeah, it does. Again, it keeps talking about family and family life. That, and like, this is going to make you feel safe and secure. Why do I feel like I'm not getting what they want me to say? Y'all just got to fucking sit through this shit, okay? Tough ninnies, poop on you, poop on me, whatever. I don't care. Fortune and blessings in all undertakings. Again, it's where you come from. What am I not seeing? Why do you keep bringing this up? Like, I'm just really good fortune. We'll just call it that you're going to come into some sense of stability and security. And this fucker keeps coming up, despite shuffling. On the bottom of the deck, no less. And I have shuffled since then. So it's like... There you go. Tell me about the house card. Now we're just done. If you want to peace out, you can. Because this is just... Definitely somebody in your circle that you shouldn't be trusting. It's caused some poverty. Yep, they're the one. They caused all this. What's that got to do with the house card? Why are you saying that when I ask about the house card? Some days I'm just going to be irritated. They stole it. I get it. And you couldn't stop them. Special person is like something that you didn't have any control over. It created a lot of concerns in your life. So in the end, though, things are just going to come together. I'm just not going to. Change, bitch. I told you a million fucking times, change. Okay. I am just like, I'm real irritated about this dumbass. I really want to know what this is that comes to light for you. So I really am asking people to come back and kind of share that. Because something is coming. You're going to know this week. It's going to be revealed to you. And when it does, you need to fucking nix this motherfucker out. Because it did. It got fucked you. It for real did. All right, come back, share with me, let me know, because I'm hyped up for you, okay? I'm hyped up for you. We're about to go.